today you had a meeting with the banks. What actually prompted the meeting?
Well, thank you very much for the question. Actually, the meeting is in furtherance of our engagements that we have been having with the banks so as to smoothen all the rough edges in the implementation of the currency redesign policy. Over time, we have had meetings with them where we drew up strategies as to how to drive, the project so that the benefits will be, accrued to everybody.
So what's the population of the bank? Is it all the banks in Gombe and
Yes.
are there other POS or other agents?
No, it's all the banks that have attended, but of course some banks are presenting some agents.
So what was the message to them? Is it a warning? What actually is?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a normal friendly engagement with the banks. If you recall, I think there has been some changes to the guidelines of the implementation of the policy. There is now an OTC transaction, I mean over-the-counter payment of 20,000 naira. So it's these modifications that we have called them, discuss with them, let them understand the process and then how it works. Basically, there is a ratio that we advise them to follow for all the cash that they have collected, a ratio of 40, 30, 30, 40% for payment through their agents, 30% for payment over the counter, and 30% to be loaded onto their ATM machines.
Okay, would there be any increase in the amount given stipulated by the CBN that people should be able to withdraw over the counter?
Well, policies and actions are subject to changes. We are reviewing the situation, and if circumstances, dictates that, I'm sure the management will take appropriate action.
Are there weekend loading now? Because before now there were no weekend loading. Are there weekend loading to boost the supply of these new notes?
Yes, if you can see me, I'm actually in my casual attire. So this is a Saturday. We've come here so that we will give the bank money. At least let them not stay over the weekend without having cash in their ATMs. One, and then secondly, we want them to pay the first customer at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Monday when they open their businesses.
Are there sanctions to any bank over these new directives?
Will there be sanctions?
Will there be sanctions?
Naturally, there are sanctions, and they come in many ways for any bank that flouts, the content of the guidelines that you have given.
Any message to those that are staying in the queue and also they are very frustrated, some of them?
More especially at the ATM machines.
Yes. It is a message of hope. 20,000 naira payment across the counter will ease the stress and the tension on the ATM queues. I'm sure it will go a long way in actually reducing, the time, taken to withdraw money from the ATMs.
All right. So far, how much have you disbursed? Have you been made available in terms of the newly redesigned notes in Gombe State? Because we have had some indices from Casina.
We have given enough money to actually service the needs of our customers, and then we'll continue to review it as situation warrants.
Now, you talk about the cashless policy. Is there any positive impact to the common man in Nigeria?
Absolutely. The world is changing, things are evolving. We cannot afford to be left behind. Cash policy is a policy that has a lot of benefits, both to the government, to the banks, and even to the common man. Issues of criminality, issues of theft of money, and the rest. So it's a benefit that goes across all strata of society.
Now, can you tell us about the wholesome acts as perpetrated by some of those banks? We've been hearing a lot of stories and some shady deals like that. Have you stumbled on any?
No, we have not actually found any yet in Gombe. The essence of the meeting is actually to guard against the occurrence of some such unwholesome acts if they do happen elsewhere.
Okay, recently we have been seeing EFCC, being part of your operations and even your meeting. Could you tell us, give us a hint?
Yes, the EFCC and other security organizations are actually partnering with us so that we will effectively and efficiently drive the currency redesign project.
Many people are complaining about this 200 naira notes. What effort is the central bank making in order to make this 200 naira new currency to be available in the society?
Sir, there are various, currencies of lower denominations. Even today, that we're giving the banks, we are giving them so many of such lower currencies. We are giving them 50 naira, we are giving 10 naira, even 5 naira. We are giving so that the problem of change, in the market will be solved.
All right, you
Sorry,
have
sorry,
toured
sorry.
Gombe State.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you achieved in this tour, in this long tour so far? Right now?
Yes, we have basically about 3 broad objectives at the commencement of our exercise. Number one is to sensitize the public of the existence of such a policy or a project. Number two, to hammer on the deadline that was hitherto 31st of January, which has been moved. We have done that. We have engaged traditional rulers, religious leaders, market people, to actually sensitize them on the need for them to take their old notes back into the banking system, which they have, and we are happy. We're seeing a lot of progress in that regard. And as to the circulation of the new notes, I'm sure if you go around the towns and villages now through our cash swap effort, you will see that a lot of such notes are actually in the hands of people.
Last question.
Nigerians are complaining.
Sorry.
Can you give us example of some countries that achieve their economic growth using this
We'll
cashless
take the last
policy?
question, then we'll do the answer, please.
There
Sorry.
are so many countries that have done this. As of now, I will not be in a position to give you my major objective is actually to drive the process so that we will ease the pains and sufferings of people who do not have access to
All right.
Hausa.
Thank you, Hausa.
Hausa.
Okay, ko za ka gabatar mana da